Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Just a quick video, a bit of an update on the sort of plans for this channel. You're joining me today in the new pond project. It's something that we built back in May. Finished it in May this year. And I've gone for an indoor pond. It's inside a polycarbonate greenhouse. And I just thought, whilst I'm out here messing about with the filter, you can see behind me my Nexus 320. I thought I'd just bring you along for the ride, just whilst to do a quick filter clean. Take the lid off. Turn the UV. Turn the pump. Let it all balance out a little bit. It's a very simple setup, this pond. Nothing complicated about it. Gravity fed system, coming up straight from a 4-inch bottom drain, straight up into the Nexus. Return back to the pond is via a homemade spray bar. I'll perhaps show you that in a little while. Before that, it goes through a UV. There's no heating on this. I'm just using whatever the natural heat this greenhouse provides. I'm thinking this year, as a bit of an experiment, not to bother putting any heating on it. I'm thinking of just, seeing how it goes, really. They've had a good summer. They've had plenty of food. They're sort of getting, I don't know, about 500 grams a day at the moment. And it's meaning I'm cleaning this old girl behind me once a day. But I just find it quite a nice part of the hobby, to be honest, just coming in here and playing around with the filter. Something to do at the end of each day after work. But yeah, nothing complicated about this setup at all. It's just a 6-inch concrete block built pond, a box welded liner. There is a submersible return going back into the pond, but that's not plumbed up to anything at the moment. What I'm probably going to do this winter to sort of hold temperature in the pond to reduce the amount of water displacement on the surface, I'm going to probably link that up so that the water will be returning under the surface of the pond. It's also there for the future. If I do want to put some sort of heating on it next winter, I can easily tap in an air source heat pump to heat the pond. Right, so that's had 5 minutes bubbling away. It's filthy. We're going to drain that off. I've just got a bucket of water down here with some pond water in. All I literally do is just get rid of any solids that are left behind on this first washout. That's usually the dirtiest bit of the job. Get rid of any crud that might be in that 4-inch pipe. Turn the air back on for a minute. Into the outer chamber. Get rid of all the solids. I'm not too bothered about the stuff around the easy, all the stuff that's left over from the first bubble. We've got to do another bubble as yet. Whilst the ball valve on the bottom drain is closed, I'm just going to do a little purge straight into the septic tank. Purge on the bottom drain, that is. I don't do that every day. I just sort of do that every 2 or 3 days. Open the ball valve back up. Good idea to turn that tap off though. Don't really want to empty my pond into the septic tank. Never a good idea. Idiot. Alright, give her another bubble up. Right, shut the ball valve. And let that bubble along for another 10-15 minutes.
Make my day. Early mornings get away. Floating clouds we can't escape.
Right, 10 minutes or so has passed. I'll now finish cleaning the Nexus. Yeah, she's finished bubbling. At this point, I'll just bubble up the K1, K plus with a little bit of Bacto plus. Not a lot, just a bit. I don't think I told you, but I think I got 200 litres of media in the outer chamber. I've got 100 litres of K1 and I've got 100 litres of K plus. Yeah. So by my maths, that's 200 litres. I didn't suffer too much with new pond syndrome because this Nexus has probably been on 3 or 4 ponds now. I've got a 500 gallon easy pod. Sorry, I've got a 500 gallon easy pond. One of those doofuries with a glass window. And this easy was on that, sorry, this Nexus was on that last year. So when this pond was finished, I was able to put my K1 and K plus in a couple of carp nets, keep the media alive whilst I was transferring the fish over to this pond, which was really good actually. Saved me having to go through new pond syndrome. Yeah, worked a treat. Make sure I turn that valve off. That's a common trick that I like to play on myself. Yeah. All good. You'll see me now filling up straight from a garden hose. We're lucky here, we're on a water bore, so I don't have to worry about chlorine or chloramine or anything like that. There's hardly any heavy metals present in my water either. So yeah, it's pretty good. I can just smash the water straight into my pond without having to worry about any pre-filter, which is bloody handy. Right. Let's turn the pump back on. Let's turn the UV back on. Happy days. That's that for another day. We'll just let that fill up. What a prat. So I'm new to YouTube. It's the first video I've tried filming in a long time. I think about 11 years. If you look on my channel, there's some really old videos on there of some old ponds that I was pissing about with back in 2014. Anyway, I turn the camera off. I'm looking at my inner chamber and I can see that something ain't quite right. I've only gone and forgot to take the bung out of the Nexus. So the pump was draining all of the outer chamber. Very clever. But no harm done, we've caught it in time. It had only probably sucked out about 3 or 4 inches worth of water. Right, we're now up and running. Now we can turn the pump on. Now we can turn the UV back on. Yeah, I thought something weren't quite right. What a wally. Yeah, that's YouTube for you, isn't it? Making videos. Big distraction. On the subject of videos and content for the channel, I am wanting to get into YouTube and I'm wanting to give it a whirl. So I'm hoping to be creating some regular content for everybody. Not sure on how many videos and when. I'd like to think I can do 1 a week. It'll be a mixed bag of pond life, fishing life, maybe a bit of boat life. You might be wondering what I'm doing here now that we're all up and running. What I just like to do is the micro K1 that's in the middle of the Easy, which is the mechanical filtration part of the Nexus. I just like to take the lid off and just evenly spread that K1 all around the Easy, just to make sure that there's good filtration all around. Because sometimes you end up with a little gap, and in my mind, that's like allowing dirty pond water to get sucked into the middle of the centre of the Easy and then into your biological outer chamber without any form of filtration. So yeah, I just like to spend a couple of minutes and make sure that it's evenly spread around the Easy. I mean, that schoolboy error was partly because I'm a bit distracted filming my first YouTube video in a while. I'm not particularly new to this Nexus. I think I've had it about 5 or 6 years now. Really pleased with it. I've got no reason to be changing. I just love the simplicity of them. Yeah, they seem to do the trick for me. I'll just show you inside my Nexus. All bubbling along nicely, working a treat. As I say, it's all fairly straightforward and simple. Just a bottom drain going straight up into my Nexus with a slide valve. Bit of 2-inch pipe straight into an EA 20,000 vari pump. Currently got that set on 22. Back goes straight through a UV. And then straight into my spray bar. It's as simple as that. As I said, there's no other returns. Just kept it simple. I future-proofed it here in case I want to stick an air source heat pump or something on it one day. But I think I'm going to definitely try it this winter without any secondary source of heat and just see how this polytunnel fares. Just see what we get from this. See what sort of temperature it can hold naturally. I've not tampered, not tinkered with my Nexus 320. I see lots of people on YouTube do. I just haven't. I've just kept it as it came when I bought it. The only thing that I have done, let's see if I can show you. You might be wondering, where's my finger? You might be wondering what that is, maybe. You might not. But it's, you can see here, this is my waste. So this goes to my septic tank. You can see my 4-inch ball valve there coming off of my bottom drain. That enables me to purge my bottom drain straight into waste. You'll see where that valve is there, the big one that drains your middle chamber of your Nexus. I've got that plumbed into this loop system, yeah, that enables me, with that valve there closed, yeah. I don't operate a trickle in, trickle out system on this pond, but you could use this for a trickle in, trickle out, because with that little valve there shut, the water level of my pond comes up this pipe here, and the bottom of this horizontal pipe is my pond level. So what I like that for is, I'm an idiot and I do sometimes get distracted. My phone might ring whilst I'm smashing water in, filling the pond back up. So what it is, it's just a fail-safe. If something like that does happen, the pond ain't going to overflow. the water level in my pond will just rise up to this level and then just trickle, go down to my waist. So yeah, it could be used as a trickle in, trickle out system if I wanted to. But I'm not doing that because I'm cleaning my Nexus sort of once every day or once every day and a half at the minute. I feel that that's enough new clean water going in every day or every week. That's way more probably than what any trickle in, trickle out system you'd probably recommend to do. So, but yeah, it's quite a useful little setup though. It's just making stuff idiot proof. I'm sure you'll all agree, we've all done it. It's so easy to fuck up playing around with your pond. You just get distracted, take your eye off the ball for 5 minutes, you come back and your water's spewing out over the side of your pond. So that just protects me from doing that. It looks like it's feed time. There's nothing gigantic in here. It's these are last year's Tosai. So then this side now. I probably will get some out and bowl them up, sort of back end of this season. What are we now? We're now into the latter parts of September. So in the next few weeks, I might get some out and bowl them up. I'm guessing most of them are, I wouldn't have a clue to be honest, 40, 45, maybe a little bit more. They've done pretty well in here this summer. Yeah, so I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, give us a thumbs up. And what would be really appreciated is if you could subscribe. I hope you all have a good week. And until the next one, ta-da!
Make my